that'll be a lot more expensive because marrying a Kardashian, that'll run you $17 million. Wow, we got the Kardashian contingent in the house or something here. No, but I gotta do this one for my mom. I gotta do this one for my mom. My co-workers were the only people who got on my case for the way I dressed. I remember my dad used to also get on my case for the way I dressed. He was like, this isn't the way we want you to represent the family with the long hair and the band T-shirts. Now keep in mind, my dad was an avid triathlete. And not only that, he was a rather robust man, built like a Care Bear. And when he would compete in these triathletes, which is swimming, biking, running, I didn't pull Governor Perry there. I remembered all three things. But when he would compete in these events, he would compete in a Speedo. But I think that this was his strategy to psyching out the competition. Just give him like big old Care Bear stare. Have that Care Bear belly kind of hang over the Speedo and say, "This is what democracy looks like." Yes, and then he complained about the way that I dressed. At least I dressed. Well, you guys ready for your first comic? This next gentleman coming up to the stage. You've seen him all over Chicago. You've seen him all over the suburbs. Assuming your car gets out that far. Please welcome to the stage, Brian Walker.
Thank you. Hey, hi everybody. Thanks, Mark. Hey, round of applause for Marcos, right, you guys? Woo! Thank you so much, you guys. So, you're Marcos' mother? And, this is stand-up comedy. This is it. This is the dream that we are living right now, you guys. Art! Art in a library! We did it! I actually had the day off work today, and so I was just, getting some errands taken care of. I was at the store, and I saw that Honey Bunches of Oats was having this contest where if you win, their tour bus will show up at your house, and Honey Bunches of Oats will throw a party for you and 99 of your friends. Okay, now if your idea of a big weekend is kicking it with cereal, there's no way you got the 99 friends to back it up. Chances are you've just got the one friend, and chances are she's your mom. Chances are. You guys have a good Halloween? Yep? Yep? I know it's almost Thanksgiving, but I wrote a joke and I want to tell it. I didn't do anything too crazy for Halloween. I was in Chicago. I was riding a train, and it was like 3 in the afternoon, and a lady got on wearing the best Winnie the Pooh outfit I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, just perfect. Just cute little belly, red shirt, pot of honey misspelled. Just adorable, But she also had a name tag on, and she had with her a businessy type briefcase, and a look on her face that to me suggests that despite being Halloween, she just dresses like Winnie the Pooh. Like, and this is the one week where she can finally be herself, Like, 90% of the year she's walking around as like an accountant / Pooh Bear. But, and then finally just the week of Halloween comes, she's like, "Oh, you don't understand, this is who I am." And I wanted to go up to her and to explain to her that, lady, you are just one Google search away from finding a community of people just like you. But I didn't. I didn't go up and talk to her because you do not talk to strangers. Right, Mom? Yeah, that's right. This boy listens when his mother talks. So I live in, I live in Chicago when winter's coming. People don't like the winter. I actually really do. I really do like the winter. I like the winter because it lets me wear my hoodies, and I love hoodies, you guys. Like, seriously, if hoodies were money, I would have $7. 2 of which I'm too fat to spend, but that's okay. That's okay. I live in the city. The part of the city I live in, the neighborhood's not the roughest neighborhood, but it's certainly it's not really the safest either. Like, one time I did get robbed, but the guy said thank you. So I I don't know how to deal with that. And it's true. A guy came up to me in my neighborhood, robbed me, put a gun on my face, got my wallet, got my cell phone, which sucked. He also got my iPod, and right there, the joke's on him because I've got crappy taste in music, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you want to steal my iPod from me with a gun? Brave man, here you are, and please enjoy some Evanescence, death metal, and Jimmy Eat World. Have at it. Because I'm a 27-year-old man with the musical taste of a slightly overweight 12-year-old girl. Enjoy. He also got my wallet too, which was annoying because, you know, I had my debit card in there, so I called to get that canceled, and I found out the first thing this guy did after robbing me was he grabbed his buddies and they went straight to Taco Bell. Because, you know, thug life, right? I lucked out in the situation because I didn't get beat up, so I lucked out there according to the cops. I lucked out. And I think the only reason they didn't beat me up is because they realized that there is little street cred to be gained by pummeling a guy that looks like he makes his own waffles from scratch. My recipe, if you guys are interested, a cap full of vanilla extract, dump it right in the batter. Delicious. Or little cinnamon, little sugar, and about 2 to 3 drops of red food coloring right into the batter. Mix it up. Make some tasty, delicious pink waffles. I call them poffles. I call them poffle waffles. The ladies call them adorable. One time, you guys, I was in the mood to enjoy me some tasty, delicious poffle waffles, but I messed up the recipe and ended up with a batch of awful poffle waffles. And that, Rockford, is an example of a joke you write when you're waiting to get a new ID because some goddamn Latin king stole it with a goddamn gun. So there's that. Chicago's been kind of rough to me. Like I got robbed in my own neighborhood, and my apartment flooded one time, and that was annoying. Especially because I keep all my comedy stuff in my bag, right at the foot of my bed. Water came in, I soaked through, I lost everything. That replacement iPod I got, it's broken, not working. My camera, not working. My jokes were in there, not working. Boom, Rockford! That's what you do when life gives you lemons. You turn it into a joke and tell it to strangers. Always makes things better. But my upstairs neighbor, she's this very sweet old Guatemalan lady, very nice lady. She knew I was having a hard morning, so to try and cheer me up, she brought me down what she described as a traditional treat from her native land of Guatemala. And what she brought me was this mug that had warm milk with rice in it. Oh, perfect, Maria. Because what's the one thing that milk's missing? You guessed it, texture. So there's that. I might be facing some legal problems just to cap off the whole trifecta of trouble I'm in just living here. I got an email from NBC Universal's legal department, the anti-piracy department. Apparently, I've been flagged by the federal government for illegally downloading the movie The Muppets Take Manhattan. That's how I'm going down. Murderers, rapists in jail, then I'm walking in. Just trying to connect with my childhood, guys. I'll be in over here. Dead soon? You got it. All right. They sent me this notice in the form of the email, which has to be the worst way to let someone know they're wanted for something. And it had all this strong language about, facing charges of piracy and, fines of up to $150,000, which is bullshit, number one, because I love the Muppets, but that movie wasn't worth $19.99 at Best Buy. That's why I stole it. And two, they dared to use the word piracy. Come on, it's just illegal. It is hardly swashbuckling, I'm not a buccaneer looking to score some loot. I live in a basement. Give me Muppets, please. Let me have my Muppets. I need my Muppets. And my Diet Coke. Delicious. I'm not originally from Chicago. I'm originally from Kansas City, right near Independence, Missouri. And for those of you that don't know, Independence is actually where Mormons believe that Jesus is going to return to. And just last year, Independence, Missouri got a minor league hockey team, so we are getting close. Panera's coming next year. It's going to be great, you guys. I come from a very athletic family. Everybody was very, they played sports, and now they're involved in coaching. And well, here we are. They're proud. Like any kid growing up, though, I wanted to be like my mom and dad. So I went out, I tried, played sports. I was actually in 7th grade, was a wide receiver, and was so good, you guys, that by the time high school rolled around, I was in theater. So, how about that? How about that? Yeah. Thank you. I have very nice parents. I tease them sometimes. My parents, I come from, my mom and dad's name are Nancy and Bert, which is perfect because I totally look like the product of a Nancy and a Bert. The Walker family crest would just be a pair of khakis holding an Eddie Bauer gift card and an umbrella. Always be prepared, you know. That's my people. We're not a very cool people, but we've got pleats, so it's all right. Got that figured out. I find myself sometimes, I mean, I tease my parents and everything, but I find myself getting jealous and angry at them for providing the quality of life that they did, because a lot of my Chicago comedian friends, like, they come from broken homes, horrible childhoods, so they use that in order to make jokes, which is convenient for them, but I can't do that, because the fact of the matter is, my mom and dad are lovely people, and there is no comedy there at all. Like, it would be a real disservice if I was up here talking about just how hard it was, everybody, growing up in the suburbs. Every day my mom at me with the same thing, just in my face with the, Ryan, we love you. Oh, we are so proud of you. Here's a car. Here's a college education. Do what you will with your life. Yeah, it was rough. Growing up in Lee Summit, Missouri, howdy! That's where I'm originally from, Lee Summit, Missouri, right near Independence. And the city I'm from is about the size of here, actually. It's about 100,000, 150,000 people or so, which is a lot of people. But when I was moving up here from Kansas City, all my friends were like, dude, Chicago's a pretty big city. There's like 3 million people there. Are you ready for 3 million people? Like I was gonna hang out with all of them, you know? No, whether it's 3 million, 250,000, or just a city of 5,000, you see the same 3 to 4 dozen people and that's it. You know what I mean? Just like your friends, co-workers, few bartenders, waitstaff, and that's just about it. 3 to 4 dozen, and the rest, they're just dicks in traffic, right? So, yeah. I am lucky enough to get to perform, you know, in Chicago throughout the city. Sometimes, you know, at places like this, smaller towns in Chicago, or even like super small towns. And whenever I perform in a smaller town, somebody will always make the joke like, "Oh man, you don't want to go over there. Ain't no art and no culture in that small town." Which I don't think is very fair, because what a lot of smaller towns lack sometimes in terms of art and or culture, they more than make up with miniature golf and reasonable drink prices. A few months ago, I was in Southern Illinois doing a show drinking $2 double whiskey cokes. I don't need art. I am fine. In fact, if you drink enough of those, you will make art. All over the bathroom wall. It's bad. I'm trying to get the old drinking thing under control, which is difficult because, hey, this low self-esteem can't cry itself to sleep, everybody. It's just getting out of control, you know, like this one time I was at a party with my friends and just got just super hammered, and my roommate had to play babysitter, which, you know, was never cool. I felt bad, so to make up for it, I bought him some Little Caesars pizza, you know, because nothing says I'm sorry like a nice pizza, right? Yeah, but nothing says not really like Little Caesars. Sorry, roomie, it's gonna happen again. What really kind of put the nail in the coffin is this one time I was drinking during the middle of the day. Do it. Kind of blacked out a little bit. Wandered into a Best Buy, put a 42-inch plasma television on my credit card, brought it home. The first thing my roommate said to me was, "Ryan, how do you have a credit card?" I was like, what are you talking about? How do I have Look, I am a credit card's key demographic. A complete jackass. Of course I have a credit card. MasterCard loves me. They gave me a $3,000 credit limit and a free hat. Then once they saw how excited I was about the hat, they raised that limit to $10,000. And each and every month I test that limit, ladies and gentlemen, because I believe in small business. I believe in America, and I believe impulsively buying a television and a chair that rubs my back makes me a man. USA! 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 We're not going down without a fight or lazy boys. Let's go to Wall Street. Come on! Joke's better than that, you guys. Worked hard on that one. It's all right. When you're dealing with addiction, though, it is a difficult thing, just because that thing that you're addicted to becomes like a point of pride in a way, and you find yourself arguing stuff that you never would argue anyway. Just like, oh, you think you're drunk? I haven't been to work in 4 weeks, and that's not good. That's bad, right? Well, I finally kind of put the head on. I was considering cutting back on booze, and I was considering cutting back on junk food and everything. And I was talking to my mom, and I'm off the booze right now, but really my alcoholism just converted into body image issues as fast as it took my mom to say, well, I wasn't that big when I was pregnant with you, so that's what I'm dealing with now. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, you guys, let's get serious. I'm joking. It's kind of true. That would be a horrible turn. If I was like, okay, now if you'll turn your attention to the pamphlets I provided, let's talk about, I don't know, something. Something happened funny. It wasn't me though. Something funny happened. It wasn't me. Let's see if I can get it back. All right, you guys. What do you call a dinosaur in a dress? A trannysaurus. That joke got me written up for misconduct at work, which is stupid because I work at a call center. I just wrote it down on a little piece of paper, gave it to my buddy just to try and break up the mundaneness of the day, but apparently that kind of behavior isn't becoming of a professional, which is stupid because I work at a call center. And to be honest, I'm not sure what my boss was mad at more, the joke itself or the attached drawing of a dinosaur in a pink tutu saying, "Hey boys!" So I don't know. I don't like my job. My boss is alright, nice guy and everything, but I don't care. And it's the kind of situation where I know that if I were to try at all, put forth any effort, that I could go all the way to the top. But I know that as soon as I got all the way up there, I would jump off. You know? I had to take a survey for my job. It was one of those like, hey, tell us how we're doing kind of things, you know? And one of the questions on the survey was, do you feel that our company values diversity in the workplace? Which is a dumb question, because by law, you have to be diverse in the workplace. I mean, you have to. So if you're going to ask us that question, you should also ask us, like, you think the ladies in the office should be able to vote? Same logic to me. I mean, I know what they're going for. They want to look like a progressive company or whatever, so I guess I can see how this could be a yes or no question. But they gave me 5 options to choose from, including strongly agree and strongly disagree, and I don't want to work somewhere where somebody might have extreme opinions about race, you know? Because if you strongly agree, then you're probably that uncomfortable guy at the office looking around going, holy shit, check out all the black people. And that's weird, man. But if you're not him, you're the other more uncomfortable guy at the office looking around going, oh my god, look at all the black people. And that is suspicious. Either way, calm down. We work at a call center. What we do doesn't matter. But before getting into comedy, I used to work at a 7-Eleven. Thanks, college. Worked at a 7-Eleven, and everybody that I worked with there thought that I was gay because I would never hit on any of the hot girls that came in, like, ever. And it's weird having to explain to your boss and coworkers, like, guys, no. I'm not gay. I'm ashamed. As you should be. Plus, I've got some standards. Granted, I'm kind of a lonely guy typically, but I don't want the girl who's looking out, to score a clerk. Ugh. Maybe if I was full-time. I don't know. Maybe if I was full-time. I'm lucky enough to be dating a nice young lady right now. I don't know if anybody here has ever done something like that, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you haven't ever dated somebody that you care about, and have affection for, it's sort of like the opposite of being alone. Wow, smart crowd, okay. She's a really good girl. I don't know how I managed to get somebody as good as her, just because, I'm not that kind of guy that, goes out, gets, chats up girls, gets numbers. Like, that's not me. I'm the guy who's out at bars giggling in a corner going, dragonflies have long butts. That's me. Bucket loads of confidence, folks. Bucket loads. And besides, getting somebody to like you might be the hardest thing in the world that you can do, especially when you're like a little kid and you're brand new at it. Like, I remember being 12, 13 years old, first figuring out that I really like girls, and then figuring out that they like other boys. It's a difficult time, very frustrating. But I remember my art teacher telling me that the best way to deal with your frustrations, Ryan, is just to take all that angst, dip it in paint, and just put it on paper. Put all your frustrations on paper. So I did. Put all my angst, all my inner frustration, dipped it in paint, put it on paper, hung them all on my parents' fridge like some weird homage to hiding boners, you know. Marcos liked it, good enough for me! And plus, getting somebody to like you is very just difficult in general, especially in our society, because in our society we will go out of our way to teach our little girls exactly how to avoid creepy men, but nobody will teach our boys how to just not be creepy, you know? Case in point, did you guys know this? At Victoria's Secret, if you go in and ask for an employment application, they have to give you one. Did you know that? Because I do. And they hand it to you like this. Oh. So, that's fun. I got just a couple more stories. I got time for a few more stories? Okay, yeah, I'm good. I was doing a show one time back it up, collect your thoughts, try again. I was doing a show one time, and I was running very, very late for this show, but I had to pull over and get gas, otherwise I was not going to make it to the show at all. So, you know, I pull off the highway into a gas station, run in, toss like 20 bucks at the clerk, grab a Coke, run back out, put my drink up on top of the pump, filled up my car, took off, forgot my drink, damn it. I get to the show, and I was just way too late. And their policy was, hey, if you're late, it's not fair to the other comedians, so you can't go on. Which is fair, you know, I screwed up. But now my night was totally ruined, so driving back, I'm just, you know, just frustrated as hell. But I saw that I was approaching the exit that I got off earlier anyway, so I thought, well, hey, I'm clearly not doing anything else tonight anyway, so let's just see. So you guys, I pulled off of the highway into that gas station, and oh my god, my Diet Coke was still there, and it made my entire night, ladies and gentlemen. And then I got pissed, because that's what makes my entire night, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's it. I didn't have a great set or anything. I just got a Coke that I paid for. Later. This is the best night of my life. So has anyone else here ever driven home from Oswego, Illinois, sipping on a big gulp, asking yourself, am I boring? Just me? Okay. This last little thing I tell you is what I call the hardest show I've ever done in my life. Like, you guys have been fun and attentive and everything and been laughing, it's good. But this one show I did, it was on a beautiful spring afternoon, 5:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Yeah, let's go see some dark comedy. Sure, why not? It was also in a very hard-to-find gelato shop, and the only people that showed up to the show were the other comedians performing, my girlfriend, and my parents. Oh boy, this is gonna be great. At one point during the show, a lady wandered in with her 2 kids, clearly out, just trying to enjoy the day, wanting to come in for some tasty, delicious gelato, and just was berated by repressed male emotions, you know. We ruined the hell out of her day. I looked at my friend to see if they saw the mom. As I look back, she is scooting her kids out as fast as she can, while one pipes up to her, hey mommy, what's a beer shits? And it was great to be on stage, to look out, and to watch my parents watch my dreams die. Alright, my dreams didn't die tonight. You guys are a lot of fun. Thanks, Rockford. See you later.